Word to Big Bird. It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. Um, there have been a lot of differences in the world of things that's happening in society or what have you. And as we proceed, Akon has been a staple in the neighborhood and the whole circumference of what's been going on with his relationships with the Chinese government and how the relationships go over in Africa and Senegal. So now he has Akon City in honor of him in Senegal. He was able to donate and bring electricity to his country and generate so many different avenues of revenue for his people. There have been other people who come from smaller countries who have done some of these feats for their people. Oh, I'm glad, John, because they did not send out any notifications about the 6 9. So I'm very glad that you were able to get there. You ain't kidding. I'm sitting in the corner shaking things up. I'm turning into you God now. That was his contribution to Wu-Tang, beatboxing in the corner. So I'm just messing with you, God, man. I mean, he did his part, but would they still be Wu-Tang without him? I think they've been all right. Now, I'm proud of Akon. I'm proud of these guys who go out and above and beyond and do the things that I feel is necessary in trying to build and establish, themselves as more than artists. And they really mean it. He's from there. He's from Senegal. So he's from the poor and he wants to give back. Other people try to use this as an avenue to attack other black people. Be like, yeah, see what he doing? While Floyd Mayweather ain't doing nothing for people over in Flint and in Michigan. He buy watches and cars. Listen, this is the United States. That's Senegal, Africa, small country. You have to work through the governments, but as long as you got the money, they ain't gonna say nothing about it. Floyd, by all measure of all people, have done things for his community. But there's so many other people who are gonna put their hand in the pot and be like, "No, I got that. We'll take care of that. Thank you, Floyd. Thank you, Floyd. Thank you." This is convict music. I find out for. See, the Chinese are willing to pay out and distribute out a lot of money and buying commercial real estate property in African towns. They're actually expanded there. I've actually seen these projects. I have some of them in my emails, but due to confidentiality agreement, I can't show you these things, but I have them. And when you start learning what Petrellis is and Super Petrellis and all of these things, when it was going on about 3 4 years ago, that the Chinese was buying up all the old stocks and who had Petrellis, who had Super Petrellis, and what they were worth, what they weren't worth, and people were turning over proof that they had these things, and I still have proof of this. This is tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, billions. If you had a Super Petrelli, that was like old family stock that was transferred through Chinese farmers. The Chinese government was buying all of it back and was paying people for the land. So they had all this access to money and power. And I knew they were going to expand with this money. So they have to work through the Ministry of Defense when you're dealing with like Nigeria, Africa, and all of these different areas. And everybody's going to get their cut and they allow you to do whatever you want. long as you got money, and they get a piece of it. Well, on that note, I say that to say this. Proud of Akon. Well, China's expanding through all these third world countries. They're building infrastructure. Everything's going to be connected through them. Yeah, the Petrellis are worth a lot more than Bitcoin. Yeah, I knew people who had access to them. Let me see if I could do something here because I don't think that deal went through. So I might can show you something. I might not be able to show you something. Is it in this email? Might not have been in this email. Mm. Yeah, see, Mexico has the super black eagle. We were that was another one too. See, in Mexico, the stock that they have is called the. No, this is different. This is well, this is extended. I mean, just expunged completely. The deal is done. So this was for a super black eagle. Farmers 500. That's another one. Farmers 500 is good, but that's not the size of a super Petrelli. They have Percelli and super Percellis that are out there, and it's amazing too. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Dude, if you only knew what I was involved in. This is a $21 billion hotel business deal in Kenya. The Kenya Hotel Project. That's worth $21 billion. It's got a lot of companies involved in it. My goodness. China is looking to buy golf courses. This is June the 3rd, 2014. The Chinese government and the Chinese company came to talk to me and said, we are trying to buy a subsidiary of the Sun Investment, 20 years of experience in investing. Oh my gosh. High-end country clubs. Their firm sent over it's called letsgo.com. And they want to build golf courses in America. China want to build golf courses here in America. This was 2014. Here was the Nigerian project. There was 25 million. This was just a 25 million. That's small. That's a $25 million project. They say they have 10,000 housing units in a state in a mega city in Nigeria, and it will be one of Nigeria's biggest housing in one phase of it. And to start the project, they need 25 million, and our company is interested in your loan lending technique. We need it. So they was trying to raise money for their project, and that's what I helped do. But I'm trying to find you when the Petrellis were going around. Ooh, this is the movie script. This is all the movie script. That's when the movie script went left. Okay, now that I can't show you. Y'all got me in here looking for. Oh, there it is. Super Petrelli. 3 Super Petrellis for sale. Do you see that? Is it made out clear? There it is. 3 Super Petrellis for sale. This was 2014. Two Super Petrellis, 2 of the 1913s and 1 of the 1920s. That's how old that stock is. 1913 and 1920. Do you realize those are hundreds of millions of dollars? Each one is worth about 200 million, easy, for a super Petrellis. I was involved in a lot of things. Trying to tell you, there's a lot of money to be made on the internet, baby. You better get involved. I'm surrounding the money.